everyone, and in this video we will be covering about the ETH India Hackathon experience, my experience, and I attended it in 2024. So what exactly is ETH India? It's a 36 hours biggest hackathon, biggest Ethereum hackathon in Asia, and it happens across the countries, and it's one of the largest hackathon. Also, like, it's not like a general hackathon, and it happens at a very huge scale. For participating in this hackathon, we mainly have a selection process to go through. Like on the portfolio of DevFolio, we have to make our profile, and based on our previous experiences and mainly the projects, they select us to so that we can take part in this hackathon. In 2023, I also applied, but then I got rejected. In 2024, I got accepted. Although I honestly applied with the same project which I made using Solana. No, which I made using Solidity back in my second year. So in 2024, it happened in KTPO Bangalore. If you know, it's a very huge area for that particular, like, it is there for conducting very large scale events. So it was my first Web3 hackathon, I will say, and the experience was quite fun and mid, I will say. Not very much fun, I mean, not very much productive, but it was like medium. So like starting from when we entered the hackathon, it was mostly about all the big holdings and banners. Like, I saw all these things for the first time in a hackathon, because before that I only attended very few hackathons. Very few hackathons and like small scale hackathons, or mostly online. So it was a first in-person event, I will say. And talking about the experience, so I think one thing that I regret is to not able to find a very good team, like working on the projects. So that was one thing that I will suggest if you are taking part in a hackathon. So there were two things. I was very much new to this Web3 space, and I also didn't have a good team. I thought I will make a random team there, but then it didn't turn out to be a very good decision, and that's fine. So what exactly we worked on was a Web3 social media platform, which was not centralized and not protected by a single company, and it should be decentralized security system, which is mainly like you don't have to be dependent on a particular centralized server, like we will say Instagram, YouTube, or LinkedIn, to manage your profiles. Instead, it creates a separate unique identity for each user, and that too, like, you can authenticate it anonymously. That's the main part. And also, like, instead of logging in with Google or something like that, we create a separate identity known as ZK identity, and with that we can have our security maintained and our privacy maintained as well. And at the same time we can what should I say, at the same time we can do things anonymously. And there are some regulations which are developed on chain, due to which we can regulate the anonymous users. So something like that. I will not go too much into too much deeper, and if you want I can have a full video on it, but then you have to tell me in the comment section. So talking about the experience, it was fine. Like, I met some of the biggest people in Web3 space, and there were a lot of companies come from all over the world. So it's like the Graph, the Polkadot, Coinbase. I got it from Coinbase, and I won it in a normal competition. So I got few things, a watch. Yeah, so exactly, talking about goodies, like, we get a lot of goodies, especially in ETH India. Like, I got around 11 t-shirts, and then we also got a bag initially when we were entering, and that was about, like, we got coffee to stay awake during night hours, because the hackathon was around 36 hours. And so we got coffee, we got a lot of goodies, we got Ethereum, we got Ethernet as well. And it was a very organized event, I will say. Like, like, everywhere we have a lot of facilities as well, and there were some games and entertainment section as well. And I what I mainly saw was there were a lot of people who were very serious about this hackathon, like, as they should be. And they were the amount of people who were working on different projects. Like, I think this was my first experience, so maybe it was very fascinating for me that they weren't moving at all, and they were continuously working on something. So that was another thing which I think fascinated me at that time. And mainly I will say I regretted it a bit that I didn't have good knowledge about a few things, and due to the team as well, I wasn't able to work on a lot of things. but then whatever I've worked, that was fine. Like if I can learn something new at a place, then it's worth it. So that was one thing. And then we had a very good networking session. Like I also met some people in startup space who were building amazing startups in their own domains and in Web3 as well. So that was also something, and that was a point when I was stuck in that DSA loop, and I had my internship period going on in college. So I was very much frustrated from that because I wasn't able to find like-minded people in college, I think. So that was one thing which made me feel happy because I found some people who were very curious about software development in general, and they were actually building something instead of solving the question answers. So yeah, I actually enjoyed that thing more than the hackathon. So I got to know about a lot of things when it comes to like Web3 and all. So how is Web3 development happens, and I also got to know about Coinbase more, and mainly I was working only around Semaphore. So that was one thing. Like I was seeing how it is implemented in Web3 space, and like I also learned about. I'm very much interested in cryptography and Ethereum and how all this works, and mainly this thing like the decentralization, which is the main concept of blockchain. That itself fascinates me a lot. So yeah, so like I was mainly exploring about all the things and what other people were working on, and I also attended few sessions. So we also had few sessions there by big companies and by some teams who were presenting their solutions. So it was very much informative, and I got to know about a lot of things. And and then talking about the bigger companies, we had Coinbase, Polkadot, MetaMask was there. So the Graph was also there. Talking to them, I also networked with them, and I also discussed about few things like I always do in conferences. So that was definitely one thing which was very good for me. But then again, I think there should be a difference between attending a conference and a hackathon. And I think in hackathon, I could have made a better project. I mean, not topic wise, but then I could have worked more. But then, it's fine. I think it was overall a good experience. I also did a podcast with Arsh Goel for the Palantir Scholarship, but then it never got posted on YouTube because it got deleted. But fine, like we again had a podcast. We again had a podcast at another conference later. So that was one thing. And in between, I think so around this time I also attended a developer relation conference. So it was also in Bangalore and few kilometers away from this center. So I think that was too much hustle and bustle at the time. But again, I met Kunal Kushwaha there. So it was kind of overall it was a worthy experience, and definitely instead of sitting at home, I will definitely recommend to go out there and expose yourself to all the things that are happening, even if you don't know anything. So I think this one thing is mainly required to explore more domains. What I think is, instead of getting experience on laptop, if you actually connect with real people and work with them, it also adds a lot of value to what you do. So that's one thing. And overall it was a nice experience. If you have any doubts or want to connect with me one-on-one, you can connect me on Topmate, and I can help you solving all your doubts. And mainly I get a lot of messages on Instagram and LinkedIn, so I will recommend you to reach out there instead of Instagram, because it got flooded a lot and I really can't reply at this point, even if I want to. That's one thing that I wanted to tell. And if you want more of my technical experience in this blog, you can comment down. And soon I will also be posting about various other events that I attended and all the things that I did. So keep watching. Thanks for watching.